Hey everybody, welcome back to 14 Rings and NFC East podcast. I'm your host, Lucas, with Mal and Maurice. No JT tonight. He is working the polls. Thank you for your service, sir. We will do our best to talk about the Cowboys the best you can. He did tell me last night on the phone that he has some choice things to say, though. So be prepared for that when he gets back next week. But in the meantime, let's get into our game, preseason predictions reviews. So, real quick. We did week 9. Commanders, we all had them winning that game. No. I'm actually kind of shocked that we all gave them the win there. I guess we were all expecting Sam Darnold to turn back into a pumpkin, and that did not happen. So, no.
What were we thinking?
What were we thinking indeed? Okay. We also all had the Cowboys winning that game.
Wow.
What were we thinking?
What were we thinking? And for the Giants, 2 of us had the Giants winning. Who were the 2? Give you a hint, it wasn't Mal.
Everyone else seems to believe in my team more than me. But I did have them going 3-14.
Yeah,
I did have them going 3-14.
Yeah, me and you had them winning. And then, of course, your team was on a bye. So you just got to relax and enjoy the trade deadline, which we will talk about later. But in the meantime, Mal, let's get to them, the Big Blue going against them 49ers.
Big Blue, yeah, woohoo, my favorite team in the world. I'm so blessed.
Me and you have a similar feeling right now.
The Giants played the 49ers at MetLife this past Sunday, lost 34-24, and this was all bad. Nothing really was good. I mean, Jackson Dart did fine. I'm going to give him player of the game to start right off. He was the only one who really put in a really nice effort. I'm happy with Jackson Dart. I think that, and I'll get into this more, with a proper coaching staff, I think he's going to have a really bright future on the Giants. But defense was just really terrible. They were terrible. Scheme, execution, trash. Just trash. I mean, I will say, secondary was just abysmal. Deontay Banks is unplayable. Straight up unplayable. He doesn't even put in an effort. That was a miss. That's a tough miss. That's a first round miss in a position that we really needed. So that kind of sucks. But
how many misses is that for Joe Shane in the first round?
I will get into it. I will get into it. Don't worry. I have a soliloquy. I'm pulling an Earl.
Ooh, I'm ready.
Yeah. So I will say cornerbacks Paulson Adebo and Cordell Flotter, CB1 and CB2, were both out hurt. Our starting safety, Javon Holland, was also out hurt. We were missing our right tackle, Jermaine Illuminor, who's having a great year. John Michael Schmitz went out with an injury. He had just come back. So Jackson Dart was having a rough day. There was one tackle where, this was on Andrew Thomas too, which I was shocked, where Dart was just blown up from the back. I don't even know which edge rusher that was, but offensive line didn't play too well. Receivers were dropping balls. Darius Slayton, come on, man. I don't know what you're doing. You're making money, so I don't know how you're not able to catch the ball. And very well thrown balls as well. Theo Johnson with a few drops. Wan'Dale Robinson gave a pretty good effort, but in the end, really terrible game. Like I said, the only thing that probably went right, I also have Graham Gano missing kicks again. I'm over this kicker situation. I'm over it. I'm over it. They need to figure something out.
Draft a kicker.
I don't know what to do anymore because this is just ridiculous. Between the injuries, the missing kicks, it's unreliable. The only thing that was good was Jackson Dart. Really good with his legs, tried to make a lot of plays happen. He really seemed like he was the only one on the field who actually cared or wanted to win. He was pretty distraught at the end of the game. I fear for him because he's gone through losing neighbors, losing Scattaboo, to losing games. Lack of effort on all sides of the ball. And I think that one thing that's really telling that I want to kind of get into a little bit here and focus on more is that Dable lost the locker room. I think the whole entire coaching staff has. There was a video posted online of a Giants fan streaming the game, and Darius Slayton had dropped that pass from Dart that should have been a pretty easy touchdown, and the fan said, "I hate Darius Slayton," and Cam Scattaboo liked it. So, yeah, so that's kind of telling there. I think that the players are noticing I think that the staff isn't doing a good job of really, I mean, they're not giving these guys a reason to be excited to play for the Giants anymore. Not for nothing, I spoke to multiple fans that were at the game that Sunday. 49ers bought all the Giants fan season tickets. Giants fans are selling their season tickets to these opposing teams because they don't want to spend their money or their time going there anymore. It's a trash production every single time we put a team out on the field. Every single time. Horrible execution, yes.
So Cam Scadaboo liked the fact that somebody said his teammate was trash. Now, if I remember, Slayton's one of the veterans of the team, right? He's been there for what, like 6-7 years, something like that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what it's telling me is that the young guys there's a fission in the locker room between the young and the new guys, and the old guys and the new guys, which may or may not be a good thing. Like, if you can get out all the old guys and bring in a new culture centered around Dart and Scadaboo, then that might be a good thing. But I'm sorry. Keep on going.
No, you're correct, though. And that's an important part of it, Lucas, because I think that the veterans in the locker room, in the end, you're on offense, right? You're an injured player. You're best friends with the rookie quarterback. You want nothing but to see him succeed. You have these guys who have been paid, who are expected to show up and step up with neighbors out, dropping clear passes. Not saying it's right for Cam Scadaboo to engage in content like that. That guy is still your teammate. You should still have his back. However, we do need to get rid of the old, because the old isn't working. The old isn't working. Slayton should have been traded today, but I don't even know how much value we would have gotten for him. We should have freed Hyatt today, but don't even know how much value you would have gotten for him either. Should have gotten rid of Neal. I would have taken a bag of chips. I would have taken a free medium Pepsi to get Evan Neal off my football team. And you should have tried to get whatever you could out of Deontay Banks. But in the end, these guys are not selling themselves. They're going to wind up on practice squads rotting away somewhere because they just can't step up when we need them to. Deontay Banks is a prior first-round pick. Now this leads me into what I've been seeing rumor-wise. Rumor-wise, the Giants beat reporters are kind of hinting at the fact that Brian Daboll is getting canned and Joe Schoen will be staying. Now, disagree, think you need to blow it up altogether, get rid of everybody, get rid of Kafka, get rid of Bowen, get rid of Daboll, get rid of Schoen, restart, redo, let the new regime take over next year and work with Dart. This one is just going to continue to ruin his development, absolutely zero accountability. Watch Shane Bowen get embarrassed by Mac Jones. Made Mac Jones look like prime Tom Brady, okay? And then you come out the next day on a presser and you say, oh, yeah, no, Shane Bowen's still my play caller. Be so for real. There's no accountability. None. And Joe Schoen, I can't defend him at all anymore. This roster has zero depth. I have practice squad guys who I don't even know the name of playing linebacker. Because when people get hurt, we don't have any good depth. We just have to pull them off the street, have them elevated from the practice squad to step in. That's number one. Whiffed completely on 2 first-round picks. Unplayable. Can't even get trade value out of them. Evan Neal and Deontay Banks. Nobody even wants them. Then you had Jalen Hyatt, who you traded up for, who has barely seen any snaps, cannot progress, cannot be coached. Something's got to change. Something's got to change. The problem is John Mara, obviously, wish him well, hope he gets better, is not focused on that right now. I don't know. I don't foresee a midseason firing. I think they all will be fired in January. So I won't even bring that up moving forward anymore. I think it would have to be something really, really bad to get them fired in season. But I do think they're going to ride them out until the season is over. Joe Schoen is also scapegoating Brian Daboll at this point. He very clearly made it known that Jackson Dart was his pick, just so that he wouldn't have to take the blame for that if he did fail. So now Jackson Dart's going to save Joe Schoen's job, but lose Brian Daboll his. Make that make sense.
I think that okay, so like here's a few thoughts. I can see Shane staying because despite the misses, and there have been misses, he has hit a few of them, right? You got Abdul Carter, you got Malik Neighbors, you got Jackson Dart.
If you think about it this way, Brian Daboll wanted Dart. made Joe Shane trade up for him. Malik Neighbors was given to you in your lap at number 6. Any GM would have taken him there. And Abdul Carter was given to you in your lap at number 3. In the end, his late round draft picks, Eric Gray, Tyrone Tracy is okay. Fedoni, our tight end room, trash. Theo Johnson, Daniel Bellinger, they're not elevating themselves. They're not. These players are not developing. The only late round draft pick that I'm confident that Shane actually kind of hit on was Drew Phillips. He's the only one who really stepped up from the later rounds. Cordell Flott is developing into a nice cornerback, but he was taken in the second round. Wan'Dale Robinson's okay, but he was also a second round wide receiver. These aren't guys that you would want them where they were picked. That's for sure.
And I want to point out something else. You can tell how well the team is doing or how the locker room is based off of Sexy Dexter Lawrence, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what his stats are for this season in 9 games?
He's been trash. He's been non-existent. He's not been good. But I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
Yeah, he has 21 tackles and 1 sack.
Yeah,
no, not even a full sack, half sack. Sorry, my mistake.
Granted, I will give him the benefit of the doubt that he does get double teamed a lot, but there's just a pure lack of effort on that defense. And, I think that Brian Burns wasn't trying to do this, but that Broncos loss when he said, why are we dropping 8? And then he comes on, oh, that wasn't about Shane. I was just confused about the situation. No, it was. Stand on business. And Brian Dable is not helping these guys in any way, shape, or form because he still continues to employ these idiots. These absolute idiots. You now have a promising young quarterback where coordinators and coaches are going to want to come here. Just cut ties. Yeah. We're almost going on to year 5.
Well, I think...
Anyway, I digress.
And I'll just add this, in the 20-teens, the argument was made that, John Mara didn't give coaches and GM enough time to implement their style. And he didn't for some of them, right?
Yeah.
And now he's trying to overcorrect on that with this situation, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's time. I think, this is the 3rd year in a row. We started 2-7. What else could be wrong? We've added pieces. We've traded. We've got a new quarterback. You can't even blame it on the quarterback anymore. You got a great defensive line that clearly isn't being used correctly. You need to change something up. You got to do it. But that's that on that.
I think it's just at the end of this season, I think the entire regime just needs to change. It's time for a change. It really is. I mean, in my opinion, they should have did it last off season.
Yeah.
Agreed.
But, John Mara is one of those owners that is going to ride out till the wheels fall off with his guys. So,
ride or die.
I think that I give them a little more grace for not firing them last year and drafting their quarterback to give them a chance, which they did right by drafting the quarterback. So far, from what we've seen, still got to see more from Dart. However, now this really proved to you these guys can't coach. And Shane, in some way, shape, or form, he can draft somewhat, but he really can't. We're still in cap absolute HELL. And
you can say hell on the podcast. That's not a cuss word.
Listen, I don't know what's a curse and what's not, so I always censor myself.
Yeah, but however, hell is not a cuss word.
We're still in cap hell. He can't manage the cap. He can't get any depth. In the end, let's start over. That's all I got.
Yeah,
that's all you got.
You guys have a foundation. You really do.
Yeah.
You have a young offensive core. Still got to rebuild the offensive line. You got to rebuild that secondary. Listen, I wasn't here last week, but when Jahan Dotson can moss one of your off the practice squad DBs, then you got a problem.
You don't have anybody that's not off the practice squad, and Deontay Banks is worse than practice squad. So,
well, and it's not just that; it's the people that you let leave too. It's not just the people that are. McKinney.
Well, McKinney was a big loss. Daniel Jones, I'm not even going to get into it because that's a whole other thing.
He came back to his reality of not Indiana Jones, but Daniel Jones this week.
Vintage Daniel Jones showed up this week. Saquon, whatever, accepted that is what it is. Glad he went and won a Super Bowl because clearly wasn't going to do it here. So good for him. Pop off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's go. Let's go to the Commanders. As you guys can see, I'm wearing black. It's for a reason. I'm
sorry,
mourning the
Lucas.
loss of this season. The season's over. We're done. And even if Jaden Daniels didn't get injured, which I will definitely address that, the team looks horrendous. Oh gosh, where do I start? I don't know. Well, today's my birthday. Podcasting on my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Lucas.
birthday.
And tell you what, this is the second. This is probably the second worst beating that the Commanders have had on my birthday. I was in person for the first one, the Michael Vick massacre of 2011. Okay,
Monday night, yeah.
Monday night. No, it was 2010. Yeah, 2010. Yeah. I was in person for that one. I had just turned 18. Horrendous. Worst beating on a Monday night game ever for the Commanders. But this was a close second. This was a second. This is the second worst beating that we've gotten. It was the day before my birthday, but my daughter's birthday. Shout out, baby girl. So proud of you. But yeah. Look. So where do I start? Let's just start with the injury. Let's just get it out of the way here. You got to blame. Dan Quinn accepted blame for having him play. He shouldn't have been out on the field at that point. And you could make the argument, oh, well, he needed reps because he barely played this season. Okay, even if you want to make that argument, which I don't think you make that argument in this case, but even if you want to play that devil's advocate, why is Cliff Kingsbury having this man who's had 2 injuries that knocked him out at least 3 to 4 games so far, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why is he doing a read option in the fourth quarter of a blowout? Why is he doing a read option in the fourth quarter of a blowout? Make it make sense, guys, because it doesn't make sense to me. So you got that. And look, it's a freak accident. The good news is, 1, it might not be as bad as it looked. 2, it's on his non-throwing arm. So that's the positive, right? That's the positive. Now they say, oh, he might be able to come back. If Adam Peters and Dan Quinn got any sense, you sit that man for the rest of the season, okay? You sit him.
Yeah.
You sit him. You play it out. You play the young guys. And I know that he's a young guy, but look, you just get him healthy for next year, okay? Clearly, he was playing last week, but he was not 100% last week. That's don't. And now it's time for the blame game. I'm going to give a blame pie here, and everybody's going to get a slice here. Okay, let's start with the very, very top. Josh Harris. Now, Josh Harris is puts out winning products in most of the sports teams that he owns. But, the Commanders made the same mistake that the Philadelphia 76ers made last year. Maurice, what was the mistake that the Philadelphia 76ers made last year? They invested in players that were too what?
Old.
That is exactly what's going on here, too. They invested in players that were too old. Josh Harris and Adam Peters, they were both, responsible, or you share the blame pie on this part. You got greedy. Look, we were turning the team around from Ron Rivera, who missed on every single one of his first-round picks. Every single one. Okay? So there's no way. And look, we got lucky last year. We got lucky. I'm going to be honest. Looking back, we got lucky. We gave up a lot of points last year. But the difference is we had a healthy Jaden Daniels, a locked-in Terry McLaurin that had some fourth-quarter magic that helped us win about 5 to 8 games, right? If we take away 4 of those wins, let's just say we take away 4 of those wins. Instead of 12-5, we're 8-9. Right? We don't make the playoffs. So we got lucky. And we got a little bit too big for our britches. We're like, oh, we're in a contention now. No. Our team still had too many holes. And here's the problem. You went old, and you went older than any other team by a large margin, okay? And you gave up a pass rush, and you didn't replace it. Not with anything meaningful, okay? And you didn't even address it in the draft, okay? We had 5 picks, less than I would have liked to have, by the way. Well, you only had 5 picks this year. This upcoming season, this upcoming draft. God, by the way, guys, we don't have a second and a fourth. Now that's for Laramie Tunsil, and I like Laramie. Laramie's not been the problem this season, but for a team that still is old and needs young players, that's a big oof. Yeah. So Adam Peter, look. Now we couldn't even trade Marshawn because he's on IR for a season-ending ACL. He's done. Marshawn's done. The first play of the game, Luke McCaffrey broke his collarbone. He's done for the season. He's on IR.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Our second wide receiver missed the game, and for the first, I think 9 or so plays, I could be wrong on the number here, it was pass. Now, I get it, Ja'Cory Crosby-Merritt did not have a good game. I get that. That's fair. Mm-hmm. However, you can't, first off, Chris Rodriguez actually played decently in that game, okay? Chris Rod, he had 12 carries. Yeah, he had a touchdown. He had 12 carries for 65 yards, okay? Pretty good, right? Chris Rod was a 5th-round pick last year of the Rivera regime, okay? So we're struggling with, we're old at this point, and look, we're playing the Lions next week. They're out for blood because not only did they lose to the Vikings team that they probably shouldn't have lost to last week, they still have the taste of the NFC divisional game from last playoffs. It's not going to be pretty for us. Honestly, at this point, we need to focus on the young guys. And that's where the coaching staff comes in. Dan Quinn, you have young guys. You're barely playing them, okay? It took a lot to get Jordan McGee and Tyler Owens out on the field, but they need more. You need more from them, okay? I don't even know where to start. Gosh, this is just so much.
Well, let me jump in for a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
Did you finish? You finish your blame bar?
No,
all right.
No, I mean I'm not quite done, but the only change that we're making, we're not firing anybody, and I don't suspect we will during the season. But look, Joe Wood Jr. definitely needs to go. I'm honestly kind of done with. I'm kind of done with our offensive coordinator too, because
Cliff.
Cliff. Look, and he has a pattern. He did this the exact same problem happened in Arizona the first year. Their offense was great, right? Second year, people figured him out. And that's exactly what's going on this year, right? Offensively. It's not that Jaden's not getting enough time to pass the ball. It's that one, our wide receivers are injured. But more importantly, two, teams know what we're doing. They're covering it well. Yeah. Okay? So, honestly, Cliff, unless you can show something different or something new or, improve and put up better offensive production, bye, Cliff. Either you get a head coaching job or you need to go. But I honestly, I'm almost tempted to say Dan Quinn needs to go, but I'm willing to give him one more year. But the coordinators need to go.
Yeah, I would give Dan Quinn more time. I don't think
I'm going to give Dan Quinn more time, but not the coordinator. Coordinators need to go because they're trash.
All right, let me jump in for a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you get rid of both of your coordinators, that usually means the coach is going to. But at least I can at least appreciate that Dan Quinn fell on the sword and said, hey, he shouldn't have been in the game. It was 38-7.
Yeah.
And Jaden Daniels should not have been in that game. And even if that, you make a great point. Don't design plays for him to come out of the pocket and with the potential of getting hit. He's been getting hit hard all season. Now this goes back to Jaden Daniels' playing style. He scrambles a lot, and he's 200 pounds soaking wet. Yeah. I know you said many times during the off season.
I remember this.
Yeah, he put on some muscle. He put on some. He's been drinking the protein packs, but he's still 200 pounds.
Yeah,
yeah. He can't be taking those hits. I kind of want to say the same thing about Jackson Dart.
So hang on. I want to give you fun stats.
Started.
So since the beginning of last season, Jaden Daniels has been tackled the most times of any player with being tackled over, I believe, 300 times. I could be wrong on the number, but I know that he's the most tackled player. He's the most tackled player for sure. Yeah.
You can't take that.
The thing I worry about with Jaden and what really sucks about the whole entire thing, I fear with how his injuries have been going, he's so young, he could very well end his career early with one bad hit.
Well,
that's what I worry about with him. Well, I really do.
It's interesting that you say that because right after the injury, guess who posted a video on Twitter?
Robert Griffin III.
Yep.
Yep.
And
yep.
Now let's be clear: RG3's injury was not the same. It was crucial. It didn't, it was a lower body injury. This is an upper body injury on a non-throwing arm. This career in itself will not be career ending. Okay.
No. I just mean in general, there could be another injury that could.
But you want to hear the crazy thing? RG3's injury also happened against Seattle, and it was on the same yard line.
Wasn't it? Yeah, wasn't it also a Sunday night game too?
I believe so. Yeah.
It was
that's
a night
crazy.
game.
Yeah, that's
a night
crazy.
game.
So, and what's crazier is the comparison with Alex Smith and Theismann, which is the same thing.
So, yeah. We're just cursed. Our quarterbacks have career injuries. It started with Theismann, then RG3, then Alex Smith.
Jaden Daniels has to just learn to be more of a pocket quarterback.
I think part of it is the play calling. It's part of the play calling. You have to protect Jaden from himself.
Yeah, I understand that. But if you want to be a dual threat quarterback, there's ways you can do that, and you can gain positive yards. Make sure you slide. And I know we joke about that word a lot on this podcast, but
he got tackled from behind on the play. Yeah,
I know. I understand that, but what I'm saying is you have to protect yourself at all times. And I think Jaden Daniels invites a lot of hits.
Yeah. Like I said, he's the most tackled person since he's came into the league. Yeah. No. So
he has to change. You have to stop it, man.
Yeah. So anyway,
look at Lamar Jackson. It's doable. It'll take time, but it's doable.
Yeah. So So anyway,
terrible.
I'm not done yet, by the way. Jalen Lane, you can't be out on the field catching passes right now. Be special teams until you can handle the. You just Jalen Lane.
Yeah, that was
Jalen Lane. You know what? Just don't do anything anymore.
Yeah, just
like traded Lane for Hyatt. That's what you should have did. Just trade both.
Maybe I don't know. Traylon Burks. Maybe you can recover your first round pedigree here. Probably not. We'll see. So anyway, getting back to this, we need to play the young guys. We need to see more Ben Sinnott at this point. We need to see Kane Medrano. We need to see more Jordan McGee. More everybody. More everybody. Please, just more everybody. I need to see all the young guys, okay? That's what this season needs to go on. More young guys. No trades at the trade deadline. Commanders were quiet. Like I said, Traylon Burks is officially signed to the 53 roster. Everybody's on the IR now. It's just, look, just play the young guys. We're out of healthy guys. The rest of the season is developing the young guys at this point. We only have 3 wins. We might get one more at this point. Our schedule's really tough. I'm expecting loses pretty much throughout the rest of the season. Maybe our top is 6, but honestly, we've missed on a lot of moves. Marshawn was a bust. Javon Kinlaw basically been a bust of a move, right?
Let me ask you this, Lucas.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the draft.
Yeah.
And let's just talk about some of the players in that draft and give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
Okay.
As of right now. Josh Connolly Jr. Okay. Trey Amos. Was Trey Amos hurt?
No, he played.
Why was he limping so much in the game?
No, that wasn't Trey. That was Marshawn. Marshawn went out with an ACL.
No, I remember Trey Amos was limping during the game. I don't know why.
I don't remember that. Hang on, let me check real quick.
He was limping. The play that they scored the touchdown on, and they showed the replay on the other side, and the other receiver was open too. I don't know if you remember that.
Doesn't. I'm not seeing any recent news on Trey Amos.
All right. That's cool.
Yeah, hang on.
Jalen Lane. All right. Kane Madrano.
I mean, he hasn't played. Like, I don't know.
Okay. Was he out for the season?
No, they just haven't played him. He's an undersized linebacker.
That's not good. That's a thumbs down automatically. JCM, Bill.
For now, yeah, he's a thumbs down.
Okay. Well,
he's had too many bags. He's had too many. Pull up the last draft, the previous draft. I'll tell you those guys too. From last year's draft. Because we're looking at Adam Peter guys, right?
Yep. Give me 1 second. All right. Jaden Daniels, obviously a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Jerzon Newton.
Thumbs up, but he needs more playing time.
Okay. Mikey Sanders still?
Last year would have been a thumbs up right now because he got burnt on that second touchdown.
Yeah.
He got burnt. But he had the pick to make up for it. So it's like he's regressed, and that's part of the problem. Like some of these good players who had decent rookie years are regressing. Mikey's the prime example of that.
Benson not.
He hasn't played enough. I mean, when he does play, he looks good. Yeah, lost to Chris Paul. Yeah, I'll give him a thumbs up for now.
Yeah. Jordan McGee.
When he plays, he looks maybe.
All right. So the other guys, Hampton, Baptiste. Yeah.
Hampton's gone. He got waived, and Baptiste is on IR.
Okay.
Season ending.
Adam Peters right now is getting a B- in my opinion.
On drafts,
yeah.
But acquisitions, he's pretty much flopped. I think you overpaid for Laramie Tunsil.
Debo is not producing for you guys either.
He's not healthy. He's had a heel injury since like week 2 or 3.
And I'm gonna say this too: they paid McLaurin. McLaurin's, he gets a cramp. He's out for the game.
So McLaurin, honestly,
he's not going to play next week. He's not playing next week, by the way.
He got paid. It's like, hey, I'm cool.
I'm injured. And part of that is, and we all know, soft tissue injuries are a part of holding out, essentially. So if you have a player holding out, you almost guarantee he's going to miss he's going to miss time that first year of that new contract because of soft tissues. Now, should Peters have caved in? I honestly think Peters probably should have been closer to Terry's request, instead of making the holdout last as long. And here's the reason why. This goes back into my thing about them getting their eyes too big after season 1. They thought they could, compete. But at the same time, Jaden's on a rookie contract. It's okay if you overpay a wide receiver, especially if you're not going to have him on the roster, or at least that contract on the books by the time Jaden gets paid, which probably wouldn't have happened. So that's my thing. I just think that it would have been. Oh, by the way,
they traded for Debo.
Oh, so Dre almost did play with a hip injury, by the way. Eddie Goldman went out with was evaluated for a concussion, and Quan Martin had a hamstring injury.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen him limp. I was like, why is he limping? I don't know.
Yeah, so hip injury.
Yeah. Get rid of Bobby Wagner.
We're in evaluation mode. Evaluate everybody: head coach, assistant coaches, young players, old players. Everybody needs to be evaluated. Old players shouldn't be playing as much. So that's where I'm at. So anyway, and give Percy Butler more play time too, outside of special teams. Anyway, I'm done. Let's go to the Cowboys. So let's talk about them Cowboys, I suppose, right?
Dallas Cowboys lost 27-17 to the Arizona Cardinals at home in Dallas Stadium.
I don't think anyone saw that coming.
The Cardinals are kind of good. Right. Well, at least their defense is good.
He had a good defense.
I didn't see Jacoby Brissett leading that much of a charge again at home, especially because the Cowboys do well at home.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I've had Jacoby as a backup. Jacoby is good. Has his good games. He has good games. This was a good game for him.
You know who didn't have a good game? Dak Prescott.
No. This was probably Dak's worst game and definitely took him out of any MVP conversations for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But the crazy thing is he passed for 250, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He was sacked 4 times. He was 24 for 39.
Sacked 5 times. Sacked 5 times.
That's it. Yeah, I said 5. Yeah.
No, you said 4.
Calais Campbell. Calais Campbell was showing out against that cow. Calais Campbell.
He's like 40 years old, ain't he?
Yeah. Yeah. He's up there. He was wrecking that offensive line.
Yeah. Jacoby Brissett was 21 for 31, 261, 2 touchdowns. He was also sacked 5 times.
Well,
but he played a really good game.
Fumbles. They had 4 fumbles. That's what happened.
Yeah.
2 by George, 1 by Jake, and 1 by
punt.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay, cool, but you get 1 block punt, but you give up 5 turnovers. No, you had 2 lost fumbles. Yeah, so 3 turnovers to 1 block punt does not equal out, my friend. And Dron Bland had probably the only good game here defensively. We all know that JT hates their defensive coordinator Matt Eberflus, and look, they got some help on defense today. We'll talk about that next after this, but it's not the players, it's the scheme.
You think Bland had a good game?
Well, he had 14 tackles. I was going to say,
I don't think he had that good of a game.
He literally went viral for being on skates.
Yeah.
I mean, look, he had
Even CD was shocked. He was like, whoa, what's going on?
Yeah, he had a bad play, but 14 tackles and a block and pass defended. I saw him more
I've always said if you're a defensive back and you're getting 14 tackles, that's usually not a good thing.
Yeah, I guess you're right. That's fair.
It's usually not a good thing.
Yeah, no, but I mean, I don't know, guys. Cowboys, the defense only gave up 27 points. That's actually good for them, I guess, in some ways.
I was going to say only.
Yeah, only 27 points. That's actually good for them. We know how much they can give up in a game, especially to a Russell Wilson led team. So,
yeah, true.
Yeah.
Get your shots in now, Lucas.
I mean,
yeah,
look,
it's
right now. Hang on. I actually want to pull this up. Let's pull up Tankathon because I want to see how close are we to getting a top pick.
I'll say this too, though, about the Cowboys. To kind of lead us into the next section here, the Cowboys are going to need a lot more help on defense than the move that they made today.
Moves, but yeah.
Moves, yeah.
Yeah. But I think they're going to need more help.
So here's how Tankathon. Yeah, well, here's the draft order as of now. The Saints have the first pick. Tennessee has the second pick. Jets have the third pick. Miami has the fourth pick. The Giants have the fifth pick. Cleveland 6. Vegas 7. Cincinnati 8. Commanders 9, and then Cowboys are all the way at 14. But the only reason why they're at 14 is because of that one tie. To be clear,
so the tie does help.
Yeah.
Well, no, it actually makes it worse. They would have been. If they were 6-3, they would have been in the top 10.
How many 3 and 5 teams are there?
There's 3 and 5. There are 4. No, hang on. 4, 3 and 5 teams.
And the Cowboys have to tie, which puts them a pick down. Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, well, sucks to suck. But, and then the Eagles are 31st, obviously. So, anyway, look, the Cowboys are trying to turn their season around. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, the Cowboys are in a bad spot here. I think their owner, Jerry Jones, thinks they can still compete which is why he made the 2 trades that he did today. They traded for Logan Wilson, and they also traded for Quentin Williams, who is actually a really good player.
Yeah, gave up a lot for it, so hope it works out for them. As a Giants fan, I don't, but
a 2026 second, a 2027 first, and Mozzie Smith.
Yeah, the Mozzie Smith that was better than Jalen Carter, by the way.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Yeah. Do you remember that Twitter narrative?
Oh yeah.
I definitely do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
I was really waiting to hear what JT had to say about that one because I think even him, and I hope I'm not putting words in his mouth, even him, I think he even realized that Mozzie Smith was a bust.
Yeah.
And it just didn't work out. Now, Jerry Jones has talked about stopping the run since the Michael Parsons trade. They traded for Kenny Clark. Now they traded for Quentin Williams. We're going to see if that helps their defense. I don't know. I don't know if that really helps their defense. I think Quentin Williams is a good player on his own, but on that Cowboys defense, who's the linebackers that are really making the stops, making the tackles? How much confidence do you have in Diggs and Bland when Diggs comes back in that secondary? That's
a good question.
And what do your edge rushers give you? If you're going to focus on the interior of that line, that defensive line, cool, but no. It's 11 players on defense. It's 11 players. So.
Well, the Cowboys weren't the only team that made moves at the deadline. The Eagles were probably the most active team. So let's talk about that.
Yes, Willen and Dale and Howie Roseman. That's the only way we like them. Keep making moves to help us at least try to contend and compete and win another Super Bowl back to back. I love the moves. Let's start from a couple days ago. Now. I kind of take that one back. I didn't love all the moves. They traded a 6th round. Let's talk about a 6th round. They traded a 6th round pick for Jair Alexander in a 7th round pick.
That seems like a bit much for him.
A 6th rounder? I mean,
no, No, go ahead, Maurice. I'll let you go first.
I've said it. I tweeted this. I think Jair Alexander is washed. I don't. He didn't do much with the Ravens. I think this was a low risk move for Howie. A 6th rounder, ho hum. I mean, really, it's a 6th rounder. We'll see if Jair has anything left in the tank. Hopefully, this isn't a Marshawn Lattimore type situation.
Yeah,
this where he could blow up in our faces. I doubt that happens, but but I think he doubled down because he made another pick and made another trade for a corner. He traded John Mechie in a 6th for the Jets cornerback Michael Carter II in a 7th rounder in 2027.
Wasn't he benched before he got traded though? Didn't they bench him?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't think so.
He had a fall off from his production over the past few years because at one point it was DJ Reed, him and Sauce Gardner, and they were excellent together. I believe Carter was the nickel. Yes. And Sauce and Reed were on the outsides, and they were a great trio. I just think he had a fall off, and as you can see, and we'll talk about it more when we go into our next segment, the Jets were just trying to flip everybody. Get what they could get.
Well, they got a lot.
So a lot of people on Twitter who I trust with their insight say that Michael Carter is going to play a lot more in the slot, and Cooper DeJean is going to play a little bit more nickel, and I think he will play a little more outside. We will see when they play the Packers where they line him up. But a lot of people think Jair could come in here and start. I'm not one of those people. As of right now, I think Keely Ringo is going to be the CB2 until everything gets figured out with that crowded cornerback secondary room. But I like the depth, though. I really do like
Yep.
the depth.
Yeah.
You got a bunch of guys in there now. Someone is going to show out. We get Jacorian Bennett back off IR as well. I think at this point, Adoree Jackson can just be inactive every week going forward. Give him the James Bradbury treatment, if you will. And
Two
just
former
make it
Giants
go.
legends. Two former Giants legends that have done their work for me.
James Bradbury never played again after that.
Never played again.
His last meaningful snap was that Super Bowl PI.
Yeah.
He never played again. But the biggest trade was earlier today in the morning, as I was on my way to work. The Eagles traded a not six. That would be great. They traded a 2026 third round pick for Jalen Phillips. Now, I really like this one. I think Jalen Phillips is one of the 4 defensive ends. I actually put a poll up on X. He was the 4 defensive ends, edge rushers that the Eagles would eventually trade for. Myles Garrett won that poll, but that was not feasible. The Browns wanted 3 first-round picks.
Howie tried, though. Howie did
tried.
call.
He tried. He also tried to get Micah Parsons, but that didn't work either. So, I mean, hey, I appreciate the fact that he tried. But a third-round pick for Jalen Phillips, who was on a contract year, but he's only 26 years old. And out of his last 4 games, he's had 3 sacks. So he's playing well right now. I think he could easily come in and be our Josh Sweat. I think that's a great comparison to what Sweat gave us last year. He's long, athletic. The guy runs fast. He's big. Like I said, he's 26 years old. I think him on our defensive line on the edge, he gives us a lot. Hopefully Nolan Smith Jr. comes back this week off IR. Don't forget Brandon Graham's coming back. I don't foresee him having a large impact, but something. He can give us something.
He's the Kyle Lowry of your defense.
He's going to give us more production than Kyle Lowry. That's for sure.
Are you sure? We'll see.
Yes, I'm sure. We're talking basketball now. Yeah, so our defensive line is looking a lot better. It's looking a lot better with Jalen Phillips now. We're going to see how they use him. He once played, remember, Vic Fangio was a defensive coordinator with Miami. So they're familiar with each other.
Yes.
So I think he's going to come in and just wheels running immediately against Monday night against the Packers. So I like those 3 trades. I don't think Jair is going to give us what we think. Some people think Jair Alexander is going to give us. But I love the depth. I love the depth in our secondary. I love the depth we have now on our defensive line. Our linebackers are great. Bond, Campbell, and Nakobe Dean. I'm actually going to be interested to see what they do with Campbell as well. Jahad Campbell. If they can get him on the line as well, and he can rush the quarterback, this is going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. I can't imagine how great that would be if he can get Jahad Campbell on that line rushing as well. So, overall, Howie Roseman, I give him an A on his trade deadline. He was great. This is the times where Howie is one of the best in the business. This and during draft. So the Eagles are loaded. They're locked and loaded and ready to go.
So do you think the Eagles have a chance to repeat, or is
absolutely?
So you think this defense revamp now gives them a fair shot to win the NFC?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. And on top of that, the NFL is wide open this year. There's no dominant team. Like we thought the Chiefs were. We can get into our next segment right now. Talk about the league. We thought the Chiefs were, back on track, and then they got beat by the Bills. The Colts aren't. I don't think the Colts are as good as people think they are.
They're going to crumble in the playoffs. They'll get to the playoffs, but they'll crumble once they get there. Because
once you
Indiana
stop
Jones
their run,
is good. Yeah.
You stop their run. You stop Jonathan Taylor. They're not good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about it real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So The Colts traded for Sauce Gardner from the Jets for 2 first-round picks, and they also sent wide receiver A.D. Mitchell to the Jets as well. I'm going to say this, guys. I am floored. Daniel Jones has put on quite a performance. I'm going to be real with you, and Becca would hate me for this. And I'm sorry, Becca, I'm going to apologize, but you really are giving up 2 future first rounders. You're that confident in Daniel Jones? Boo-hoo the fool, because good luck. I think this will be one of the first mistakes new owner Carly Ursay-Gordon gets herself into. They better hope he works out long term. But I just know that they're going to pay him a lot of money next year, and he's gonna do what he did to us.
By the way, anybody else surprised that that Anthony Richardson wasn't included in that deal too? Because they could use a young quarterback.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, they could have.
I guess, though, he's a solid backup, and in the end, they still... I don't know.
They could have threw him in there for, what, now, a bag of chips?
Yeah, a bag of chips.
A bag of kettle chips?
Yeah.
McDonald's burger.
So, how many first does, the Jet... Hang on, somebody tweeted it out. I'm going to find out. But let's talk about, the other moves that the Jets... No, Shaheed Rahid... What, I can't say his name.
Shaheed.
Yeah, how many... He got traded to the Seahawks. It's not like they needed any more help, but okay, sure. I'm not salty at all.
You know what, though? And I should have said this before. The Seahawks aren't... I don't believe in the Seahawks either.
No,
I don't either.
Look, Sam Darnold's going to turn into a pumpkin like he did last season. But during the regular season, he's going to put up big numbers. What was I going to say? Yeah, look, at the end of the day, Sauce is going to make their defense better, but, I don't see it. One of the Jets players got on Twitter and was salty about his name being thrown into potential trades. Jermaine Johnson II.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear about that?
Reese Hall didn't like the Sauce Gardner trade either.
I bet he did.
He asked to be traded, but they didn't get him out.
Well, they were. It sounded like they were open to everybody.
If you're a Jets fan, my condolences.
Yeah.
No, seriously, and they better hope they get this rebuild right. Otherwise, they lost a lot of their young core. And I don't know.
By the way, sorry, go ahead.
No, it's okay. That defensive unit was solid 2 years ago, and they took everybody away from it.
No, that's fair. Yeah. Also, the Cincinnati Bengals sent Logan Wilson. We didn't really talk about that, but that's a solid pickup for the Giants, the Cowboys as well. Yeah, look.
Yeah.
I think the Jets, they're going to be they're going to be this is going to be ugly.
They're in tank mode.
This is probably as blatantly tanking as when the Philadelphia 76ers did it back in 2013, 12 to 14, 15, 16, whatever. It was bad. Look, Maurice knows what I'm talking about. I'm still trying to find how many picks they got. The Jets. Give me a second. I know I'm coming up on it. I have a very long list. Okay, here we go. Jets future trade assets. In 2026, they got 2 firsts and 2 seconds in the draft for 2026, and then 3 firsts in 2027. 3 firsts from their own, Dallas's, and Indy and the Colts. That is wild.
Yeah, that is.
Anyway, besides that, I don't think there were some offensive line trades. I think the Saints sent somebody to the Chargers. Yeah, look, definitely interesting going around the league for sure. Who won the trade deadline, guys?
The Jets.
The Jets.
Yeah. Not currently, for the future.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, 3 first-round picks in 2027. That's a lot.
If you're thinking of now, the Eagles won it. If you're thinking of the future, the Jets.
Yeah. Yeah.
By the way, the Eagles
can
still
see
have a
that.
treasure trove of picks. That's the crazy part. Because
Yeah,
you
we
guys
still
could get a
got-
compensatory pick if Phillips leaves. I think I saw somewhere.
Yeah, that's down the road though.
Yeah.
That's
If
down
he
the
ends
road.
up being a rental. Yeah, no. Kudos to you guys. Me and Mal's team are fighting for our top 5 pick now.
Yeah.
It's just like our first year all over again, Mal. Did you miss me? Did you miss me at the bottom? Because I missed you.
Me?
Yeah,
Well-
you. I said Mal, yeah.
Oh, sorry, I couldn't hear you for a second. Yeah, no, I did
No.
miss you at the bottom. It's welcome back.
I don't like being
Well,
here.
we should-
Hopefully it's
we should
just...
have one good season of happiness, Lucas.
you should have
it was
one.
false hope. It was false hope.
Shout out all the Commanders fans. You had one good year.
Hopefully
GGs.
it'll come back. Hopefully.
GG's.
GG's.
I can't even... There's nothing I can say to this. Let's... but you
Jaden
know what I can...
Daniels better not play another snap this season.
You better not. You're absolutely
Can
right.
I,
He's not allowed.
Can I do that time? The time that Earl
Oh,
usually
you
does?
want to do it?
I want to do it.
Oh, that's right. You
Okay.
chose the player, didn't you?
No, Earl probably did. Or you did.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah. No, Earl did. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I know who it is.
All right. It's that time. It's time for Who's That Football Player? Man, the Cowboys really suck. Okay. So this is the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh,
He's going to get you next week. He's going to get you, Mal.
So, in the arms of Earl, here's my small violin. So here is... This is what Earl would love from me. This is a Cowboys player. This is a Cowboys player from the 2008 season. 92 carries, 472 yards, 2 touchdowns, 21 receptions, 185 yards, career awards none. For Maurice and myself, who's that football player?
only player I can think of is Felix Jones.
If you say Felix Jones, what about you, Mal?
I feel like he had more than that. There was also Marion Barber. He definitely had more than that.
Yeah, that's why I picked Felix Jones.
You guys don't remember the third running back on the team, do you?
Ooh, who was it?
Yeah, you guys give
Well,
it. Or the Mal, who's your final answer before I tell you who it is?
I don't know the year that.
Do you want me to give you a hint?
Yeah.
This player also played one game for the Washington Redskins.
Tashard Choice.
Mal's correct.
Oh,
Let's go.
I tell you
Let's
though,
go.
if he was here, he would have told me not to give you guys a hint.
No, I know. The hint helped. Because I do remember him playing that one game for the Redskins.
Yeah, so anyway, let's get to our poll question.
Okay, poll question. I'm up again. All right. This is a wild answer to this question. Okay. Should the New York Giants be buyers or sellers by the 11-4 NFL trade deadline? As you know, we did absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
Absolutely
No.
nothing. But 75% said buyers, which I think is kind of insane. At 2 and
That
7,
is
you
wild.
don't buy, you sell,
No.
which we didn't
Yo,
do.
you sell.
But whatever, we didn't do anything. So hindsight's
not
2020.
not everybody knows ball.
No, not everybody knows. 75% of the voters didn't know ball.
No,
So
no.
That's
In the Giants
wild.
situation, why would they be buyers?
yeah,
All right, so that gets us to our trivia. Now, which 4 QBs have more than 30 passing touchdowns in a single season in the Philadelphia Eagles franchise history?
I like the fact that Lucas didn't even ask me for this one because he wanted me to answer it.
yeah.
Well, I don't ask you for the trivia questions.
Sometimes you do. And
I mean,
the name
occasionally.
the player. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for that football player, yeah. Right. Who's that football player? Of course, not this, though. So there are 4 players.
What you got now?
I'm gonna say one is Donovan McNabb.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, Jalen Hurts doesn't have one. At least I don't think so. I'm also sus about Mike Vick. 4 with 30-plus touchdowns.
Yeah. In a single season.
In a single season.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm definitely going with Donovan McNabb.
Yep, that's one. I'll give you that one.
Okay. I don't. Randall Cunningham.
I'm not telling you the rest.
Okay, thanks.
Sorry. Alright, yes, Randall's another one.
Okay, so Randall Cunningham, Donovan McNabb, Mike Vick.
No.
Shoot.
You get one more guess.
Rodney Pete.
Okay, so Mal got 2 out of 4. Maurice, do you want to fill in the other 2?
It was Carson Wentz.
Okay, that's 3. Who's the last one?
Because I remember he did it. Then he got hurt in that Rams game. That was the year they won the Super Bowl.
Yes.
I remember that one.
Now, who's number 4?
It's tough.
Ron Jaworski?
No.
Okay, I tried.
And you ran out of your guesses. It's his turn.
I'm just throwing names out there.
It's tough because I really don't remember. It's an old school guy.
You are correct about that.
It's an old school guy. I'm saying Sonny Jurgensen.
You are correct, Sonny Jurgensen.
Yeah.
61.
It wasn't Jaworski.
Me, Rodney Pete. LOL.
I don't even know who that is.
He replaced Cunningham, I believe.
Rodney Pete was like, yeah. You praised Cunningham.
Well, Rodney Pete didn't even make the top 20. So.
Lucas goes, I don't even know who that is.
Yeah. I say the same thing about Redskins players from the 70s and 80s. So.
I know, for real, same.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so good job, guys. You tag team together on that one. That was fun.
Yep.
All right, so anyway, that pretty much wraps things up. JT will be back next week. No Cowboys games, so they're on a bye, so he gets to relax. We will be doing our solo episodes, of course, every time. Right now, nobody in our podcast is leading our fantasy league, I don't think. I know I'm like fourth or fifth. Have you tried?
Yeah, but there was one week where I forgot that people were on a bye, and I got creamed by Becca. Absolutely destroyed. I think I forgot some bye people this week too. But yes, I have actually tried. But then once I went 0-5, I was like, I hate my life.
Wait, let's see who's actually winning this.
I'm pulling it up
Earl.
now. Oh,
well, it's Earl. It's a 3-way tie.
Earl, Dan, and
Kyle.
Me and you are tied, but I just beat you really bad, so I'm going to jump you.
I need to lock in.
No, that game already counted. It's Tuesday.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So we're 5-4. Cheese is 5-4. Yeah.
Becca's 2-7, and you're 1-8.
1-8, yeah, boy.
Yeah. Who am I playing this week?
And before whoever's going to wrap up, I do want to make a note. If you are an Eagles fan listening to our podcast and you also like the Philadelphia 76ers, I do host the Sixer Sense podcast, a part of Fansided Podcast. And this week I'm going to have Maurice be my special co-host because my normal co-host, Chris, is out of town. And me and Maurice have been talking plenty of Sixers for years, just not on a podcast. So we're going to do that this week. Glad to have you on.
I was on the podcast before.
Not the Sixer Sense.
Yes, I was.
When?
Yes, I was.
Last year?
When Chris wasn't there last year.
Was it really? Oh. I forgot. Well, anyway, he's reappearing for the second time on the Sixer Sense podcast, Maurice. And on that note, I'll let Mal and Maurice play us out.
Well, since I wasn't here last week, I'll do it.
You're going to do it? Okay.
Good man.
Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. This was a fun one. JT will be back next week. He might even have a solo episode. I don't know if he can hold out till next week with his rant on the Cowboys.
I think he said he might do a solo episode regardless.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I don't think he can hold out till next week.
No, probably not.
So stay tuned for that one.
By the way, for those that don't know, me and Maurice are also co-hosts on NBA Now and then the NBA's Greatest Comparisons. And you should definitely listen. Yeah.
Please consider subscribing to the podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, iHeartRadio, and Amazon. Check us out on YouTube. Follow our YouTube channel. Subscribe. And give our videos a thumbs up. We got sound bites, bloopers, extended clips from each episode, and our solo episodes are on there as well. Make sure to follow us on Twitter or X, Instagram, Threads, TikTok, and Facebook at 14_rings podcast. Until next week, have a good day.
Raise hell.
Bye, y'all.
Go Birds.